I'm Rick Howard, president of Kingdom Magic Vacations. In my job, I get to travel a lot. I explore the world on land and sea, eating in unique restaurants and discovering interesting locations. I'm always looking for new places to visit, and I want you to travel with me. Welcome to Travel with Rick. Well, hey guys, we're here at Epcot for the Epcot International Food and what?
Flower and Garden.
Flower and Garden Festival. But it seems so like food and wine to me.
I know, it is. They took a really great concept and they added it into Flower and Garden to give us the mini food and wine, right. Flower and Garden.
So truly it is Flower and Garden Festival, but it does seem a lot like the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, because not only do we have flowers now, but we have lots of food and wine. And we've got my good friend Amanda Tinney from DisneyEveryday.com. Or is it no, it's DisneyEveryday.com.
Whatever you want it to.
I'm not, yeah, you can go there either way. But anyway, thanks for coming out, Amanda.
Yeah.
It's a blast to have you here. And it's a blast to hear all about this. So much like the Food and Wine Festival, we have a passport. And we've been working our way around. Tell them about it, Amanda.
Well, this is the Garden Passport, and instead of having different booths at different countries here for Food and Wine Festival, they've got different garden marketplaces, which are going to be kind of regionally placed, and with each garden marketplace that you can get food at, there's also a couple actual gardens that will surround that area, and they have planted there things that you can buy to eat at the actual booth. So.
Well, that
that's
makes
kind of
sense.
interesting.
And they've got some beautiful topiaries here. I gotta say, I love coming out for Flower and Garden Festival. It's awesome, but it's not that big of a draw for me, really. But now, with adding food and wine, much bigger draw for me, And I think that's kind of what Disney's thinking for a lot of people, right? That it's going to be a big draw, right?
Yeah, I think they've had a really good feedback on it so far. So I did hear yesterday that they think it's going to be a permanent fixture, and I believe there's 12 garden marketplaces that surround the promenade. So hopefully, with the success of it, you guys come out and spend your dollars. Maybe we'll get some more booths out here.
Right. So like you say, it's really not regionally placed. Like there's not an Italy booth or a Germany booth. But yet there's a booth near Germany, right?
Right, that's kind of tailored towards German food, German gardening, yes.
So let's tell them about some of the food that we've had. We'll talk about some of the topiaries. The main cool topiary when we first came in, well actually we came in through the International Gateway, but around at the front, between World Showcase and Future World, there's an awesome topiary there, right?
Monsters University, coming to a theater near you. We got Mike and Sully, and some really cool stonework, and then the little satellite monster topiaries out on either side that are really neat. Right,
and it looks like it's going to be a really cool movie. I'm kind of looking forward to that movie anyway.
Yeah, totally.
As we worked our way around, let's talk about some of the food that we had.
Okay, well let's start, since we were mentioning that topiary, if you start there, we had Fruits by the Glass.
We did.
I believe was the first booth.
Yeah, and that's Florida Fresh.
We had a watermelon and passion fruit cocktail, frozen cocktail with cane vodka, which is actually locally sourced Florida vodka. Who knew? Florida made vodka. Right. And that was really, really good.
Right.
You liked that, didn't you?
I did like that. Yeah. And then we also had a mango wine, so who knew you can make wine out of mango? Just like until last year at the Food and Wine Festival. Now I'm going to be messing this up all year. So like last year at the Food and Wine Festival, who knew you can make wine out of grapefruit? But yet Florida did. The local Florida booth made grapefruit wine last year, and it was really kind of interesting. Much as the mango wine was interesting, and I'll leave it at that. If you like mangoes, give it a try. You might like this.
They also have a carrot wine somewhere around the promenade. I think it's at the Florida Fresh booth. Oh, look.
Invite you to join us for Illuminations,
Reflections of Earth.
A worldwide celebration.
Go ahead.
Okay, moving right along. Oh, we had, there's also a blueberry beer at the Fruits by the Glass, mango wine, there's a blueberry wine, there's a gluten-free raspberry beer, which I tried. I'm not a real big fan of fruits and beers being blended. I'm more like craft beer, bitter beer, porter drinker, but you can try fruity beers at Fruits by the Glass.
Right. So then coming on around, Amanda was raving about the cottage. Tell them, my friend, about the cottage. Okay. It was awesome.
The cottage was the first thing that I hit on opening day, and it is over in between Canada and the UK, and they have, they're baking fresh pastry and fresh biscuits there. You can smell it as you're walking by.
Yes, you can.
And the best thing that I had there was a chive, potato, and cheddar biscuit. It's got coarse, almost like pretzel salt on top of it, with smoked salmon tartare
And sour cream.
and dill.
Yeah,
And
it was
out of bounds.
awesome. It was really good. And then we also had, thanks to Amanda's, some of your
My scouting.
Yeah, some of your scouting, some of your reconnaissance efforts. We also had a baked goat's brie with kumquat chutney. Oh my God, this thing was so good. It was like a little turnover, like a little fresh turnover. Something that you would have in the morning with your coffee. Was this chutney was just so awesome. Just really, really good. It was dessert. I mean, we were already stuffed. So really, you know, Amanda's saying it was the first thing she had. It was actually the last thing that we had. So the biscuit wasn't enough to stuff us. But, you know, Amanda made the comment that, you know, it's really good if you're already full and you still enjoy it. And I did. It was awesome. Yeah, it was really, really good.
It reminded me, and the turnover reminded me of like a cheese board where you would have honey and cheese together, or in like a crudité, because it's puff pastry and cheese and sweet gooiness all together. It's really good.
The sweet gooiness part, you'll love it. Check it out.
And we had a peach iced tea there.
All the teas, you know, they've got lots of teas there. They have
hot and cold.
Mixed berry, peach, henna. Oh, that's something different. That's not a tea.
That's alcohol.
Yeah, that's a brewed champagne actually. So that's a Cabo brewed rosé.
They had a chilled blush lemonade.
Yeah.
They have assorted hot teas over there too. So
yeah, and all the teas are non-alcoholic, of course, and they were really good. The peach tea was just a really nice accompaniment to what we had. So then working our way on around, this was actually the first thing that we had when we came in the International Gateway, because as Ken tells you sometimes on our food and wine episodes, we went that way. When we came out of International Gateway, we turned right and went towards Japan. So in Japan, we had, no, we didn't have the frushi. Tell them about the frushi.
Well, there is a fruit sushi. If you want to try to get your kids to eat sushi this year, this would probably be the option for you. And at all of the booths, there's a little icon that says try it, and those are kind of like kid-friendly items. So if you're coming around and doing flower and garden, food and wine with your kids, those would be good items to have your kids try. We didn't try it. It looked really cool.
It did look cool. What we did have was the chirashi hanazushi. Okay, so that's a grilled salmon, cooked shrimp, crab stick over a bed of fragrant ginger rice with volcano and dynamite sauce. Now, as sushi goes, I'm a big fan of both a volcano and a dynamite roll. So this caught our attention right away on the menu. And it was pretty awesome, right?
It was kind of like a deconstructed sushi plate.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, with everything kind of topped up on it. It was bigger than a roll, but flatter than a roll also. So you see the picture, you kind of get the idea. But very flavorful. The sauces were really, really good.
And that booth's called Hanami.
Hanami. It's in Japan. So it's normally where the Japan booth would be during food and wine, and it's called Hanami during this. So look it up, Google it.
You can get the freezing Kirin. You can get the frozen Kirin there as well.
Nice. Which we actually did an episode on that, so that's kind of cool. All right, so the smokehouse, yes, by far, really, really good, right?
Smokehouse, that's a definite must-do.
Yeah, pulled pig slider, not pulled pork by mind you. It's pulled pig slider with coleslaw. Nice little slider. And then we had, this thing was awesome, the smoked beef brisket with collard greens and jalapeno cornbread. The cornbread,
jalapeno cheddar.
Yeah, the cornbread did have a little bit of kick to it. The collards were just great.
Collards were perfect.
Yeah, and that brisket was just awesome. I think of the two, the brisket was much better. You know, the slider, a lot of bread, you know, so.
Lots of bread.
The pork was good, it's flavorful, but you know, definitely the brisket alone was much better. Right?
And when you go to the smokehouse, go over to where the utensils and silverware are, and they've got two sauces.
Yeah.
And my recommendation is to put the sauce on the pig slider. Try the brisket by itself, but put the barbecue on the slider.
And they have a sweet and they have a spicy. And I'll tell you, the spicy is not that spicy. So if you're like me, if you like spicy stuff, won't bother you a bit. If you're like my wife, doesn't like spicy that much, it's probably going to be zingy enough for you. You're probably still going to be able to take it. Just, you know, dab a little on your finger and tell. You know, that'll kind of give you a rating for it. But I don't think it was that spicy.
They have great beers there too. They've got a beer sampler that's got 4 different kinds of beer. There's a Pilsner, an IPA, an ale, and a porter. And the IPA, or the red and the porter, are both from Orlando Brewing, and they're organic beers. The IPA is Liberty Inn, I think. Liberty Ale from Anchor Brewing Company in San Francisco, California. And the light beer is Mama's Little Yellow Pills, which is a Pilsner.
Right,
So
from Oscar River Blues in Lyons, Colorado.
So you can get 4 6-ounce pours for $13, I think it is, or you can get the 6-ounce pours by themselves, or you can get a 12-ounce pour. Good beers.
All right, and so then we went right along to the Primavera Kitchen. Yes, this was
That was
awesome.
near Italy.
Was near Italy, and there we had the asparagus con aragosta. Okay.
Translation: really good lobster and asparagus.
Green asparagus, lobster, garden cocktail sauce. It was rocking.
It was delish.
A couple of big chunks of lobster, some nice asparagus sprigs. I guess you call them sprigs.
Yeah.
Spears of asparagus, whatever they are. But this sauce that was with it, really, really incredible.
Lick your plate kind of sauce.
Yeah, kind of a spicy.
Not that I did that.
Yeah, kind of a spicy cocktail sauce. Almost like a Thousand Island dressing.
It was like a kicked up ranch, you were saying?
Yeah.
But it's creamy. It's like white. And it tasted, it had a little bit of heat back in the back of your throat. It was really good though.
Right. Okay, so from there, you can tell we have eaten our way around today. We didn't stop everywhere, but we stopped most everywhere. And so then we stopped in Barn Market, which was near Germany. We didn't get any food there, but Amanda copped a beer there.
I did. A goose. Which one was that? Honker Ale from Goose Island Brewing.
In Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, and it had like kind of like a little sweet note to it.
Yeah.
Just slightly sweet note to it.
Yeah. In the parentheses it says English style bitter.
But it was delicious. I thought it was great. I got a 6-ounce pour of that. They too have a beer sampler there. They've got a Hefeweizen and 2 other ones. They've got a toasted wheat beer, and I don't remember what the other one is, but you can do the sampler there too.
Okay, and then from there we went on around to Jardin de Fiestas. Mexico, folks. right in the same place that the Mexico booth is for Food and Wine Festival. And there we had a couple of, we actually had the taco de carnitas, which was pork carnitas topped with
chicharrones.
Tamarinda salsa, served on a flour tortilla with chicharrones. Chicharrones.
Which I guess are
pork skins.
Yeah, pork cracklings.
Yeah,
how can you go wrong with that? Pork taco with pork
to all
cracklings?
To all you guys from the South, there are fried pork skins crinkled up on the top of it.
Now today, that tortilla was a little dry, but I had it the other day and it wasn't, so I guess it just depends on...
And then we had the tostada de Juba?
Crab.
Yeah, it was a crab tostada served with chipotle mayo and Valentina sauce. And that was good. Crab was really nice, of course. With that, the
not
tostita,
the fake crab,
the
real
tostada,
crab.
Yeah, the tostada was supposed to be crunchy, so that worked out well. That's what it was.
It's like a big cracker, kind of.
Yeah. So it was like crab dip on top of a cracker. It was awesome.
And they
really good.
They have a divine Rosita margarita there, which kind of goes along with that garden theme. It's like a rose water scented margarita, and they actually put a rose petal on it, and they line the rim with rose salt.
Right.
It's really good.
Yeah, and there you can also get Corona light draft beer, and you can also get an organic tequila flight, a Blanco, a Resposado, and Aliejo for all you tequila drinkers. If you want to try that.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. And from there, we went on around to Florida Fresh.
Florida Fresh is where you can find the Dole Whip, the elusive Dole Whip.
What did we have in Florida Fresh? Oh yes, we had the cheese and grits. That was my favorite thing, I must say.
The shrimp and grits?
Yeah, the shrimp and grits. What did I say, cheese and grits? Yeah, the shrimp and grits. So it was shrimp and stone ground grits with andouille sausage and Zellwood corn, tomatoes, and cilantro. It was so awesome. You noticed there was a little bit of kick to it when you had it, right? It was a little bit spicy today, not bad at all. And you said it was probably a half of what it was before, right?
Yeah.
But shrimp was really good, cooked just right. The grits were nice and flavorful. You throw that andouille sausage in there and made it just perfect.
It was a large portion too.
It was. I think it was the biggest thing we had, maybe other than that biscuit. That biscuit, it packs a big punch for a little thing. It really does.
And I have to make a correction. The Dole Whip is at the Pineapple Promenade, which is right next to the Florida Fresh.
Right.
So.
But you can use your garden passport just like you do for Food and Wine. They have all of the offerings in here. Now with this one, this year, they also have featured plantings. And when I first looked at it, I thought it was featured pairings. And I'm just thinking Food and Wine, again.
He's like,
this
where
should
is
say,
that stuff?
yeah, well, what is this stuff? So they have featured plantings showing you what they have planted around the booth. And then they have the food and the beverage. So you can check off and make your notes. You can get your stamp, just like any passport.
You get a completer stamp too.
You do get a completer stamp at the festival booth, just like you do for food and wine. I'm really kind of thinking that we're here for food and wine.
I know.
I mean, and this goes on until what, May?
May, till the end of the festival.
Yeah, till the end of the festival. They'll have these booths out here. Like you said, we're hoping it's going to be a permanent fixture. Gives all of us foodies more reason to come out for Flower and Garden Festival.
Absolutely.
You know, I think it's just awesome. Well, it was great touring around with you today,
thanks
Amanda.
for having me.
It was great having you here. It was great having you guys here. And you're the guest, so you know now you've got to ask a question of the week. Yeah.
So if you've taken a look at the menus that are available here at the Flower and Garden Festival for 2013, what is the one menu item that you would like to try?
Yeah, and tell us why. Tell us a little bit about why you want to try that and what you're looking forward to when you guys come out for the Epcot International Food and Wine / Flower and Garden Festival. Listen, it was a lot of fun having you here. My friend, it was always fun having you here.
Thanks.
Always fun having you guys here. Hope to see you right back here on another episode of Travel with Rick real soon. So long, everybody.
Bye.
Well, hey guys, what did you think about Flower and Garden Festival? Sure is a lot like the Food and Wine Festival, right? I mean, there's booze, there's food, there's wine. I don't know, I'm just saying. But it's a really nice addition to the Flower and Garden Festival for sure. We really enjoyed it. We've got another episode next week. I'm going to pick up some of the foods that we missed with our good friend John Donahue, and we'll be out there doing that with you guys again next week. But we've got some comments. You guys left some great comments on last week's shows. One of my favorite shows, the snowmobiling and the not so great moments in snowmobiling that I had. Yeah, Leslie, she did really good, but me, I get stuck. That's what I do. Jacob says, fantastic episode, looked like a lot of fun. The bloopers were really funny. Really nice editing job by our friend John. Yeah, did you guys know we have a new camera guy and editor? Yeah, Andrew's still here. He didn't go anywhere, but John stepped in. He's our new director of marketing for Kingdom Magic, and he's also stepped in to help Andrew out some on the Travel with Rick stuff. So some shows Andrea may still be doing, some John may be doing. Now we got two guys here, right? Our team is growing at Travel with Rick. It's pretty awesome. Great music. I can't wait until the 200th episode. I know, Jacob, I'm looking forward to it too. I will definitely be watching. No question of the week this week. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, we kind of forgot about it. You know, we were doing the comments and stuff at Wilderness Lodge, and we had so much other stuff going on. We were filming a lot that they clean forgot to do them. Sorry about that. That's okay. Still an awesome episode. As always, thank you for making these videos for us. I enjoy each and every one of them. Have an awesome week. Well, thanks, Jacob. We appreciate you watching each and every one of them. We really do. Steven says, great video, and the lodge looks great. I have not been on a snowmobile for 24 years. I did race them flat track for years. Not sure at 68 years old I could stand to ride anymore. Oh, come on, Steven. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, you could handle it. I might have to try it again. There you go. That's the spirit. Looking forward to the next video and the 200th. Keep up the good work. Penny says, oh, that was an awesome episode, or that was awesome. I'm still laughing at your bloopers. Sorry, but they were really funny. Yeah, I know they were funny. I'll give you that, Penny. They were for sure. How fast did you get the snowmobile up to? It looks kind of like a dirt bike riding, only cleaner and colder. Good music. Loving the Tom Petty. Yeah, you picked some good music for that episode. Can't wait to Flower and Garden episodes, and we're only 4 episodes from the big 200. I'm glad you guys are getting excited about the 200. That's awesome. And as far as the speed goes, there were places, Penny, that we were probably hitting 50 or 55, and then there's probably places that we were just kind of creeping along through the trees. So it varies. I mean, some places you're doing 20 miles an hour, some places you might get up to 50. Now, last year when we snowmobiled in Yellowstone, that was a lot more open territory. We were on, roads that were closed for the season. And were open only for snowmobiles for that time, and there were places there that we got it probably to 60 or 65. We were zooming along, but at Brooks Lake Lodge, it's not nearly as open, and we do a lot more trail riding, so it's probably, high speeds are probably 50 or so, and then average is probably 25 or 30, but we have a big time just the same, and we like riding the trails actually, so speed wasn't really the thing. It was more just climbing and seeing the scenery and stuff. Gene says, thank you for a great ride on the snowmobile. It looks like a great time. And I'm so happy to say we're not leaving Walt Disney World until the afternoon of the April 20th. So we'll be there if you do come on the 19th, I will message you on Facebook to see. I'm so behind on Facebook too, Gene. I'm going to check it out over there. My family would be so happy to meet you. We'd love to meet you too, and we'd love to meet any of you guys this year if you're in the park. So definitely do like Gene did. Hit us up with your dates. Let us know when you're going to be there, and we'll definitely look at hooking up and saying hi. We'd love to do that. Get some pics, you know, say hello, have some food and wine at the Flower and Garden. You know, who knows? Mary says, fantastic filming. Yeah, it was pretty easy, Mary. I just clipped it right onto my snowmobile helmet there and turned it on, you know, and just looked everywhere. That's really pretty much what we did. And, but it was awesome. The music during the first run was so perfect, and when you ever changed the music for the bloopers, I was hysterical. And when you, I was hysterical. I had to watch the whole episode over again. Yeah, I've watched it a couple of times myself. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm saving this for a really hot summer day so I can cool down. Guy says, great bloopers. Love when Brian flipped over the bars over and over and over. Was your guide getting tired of getting you unstuck all the time? Hope you bought him a hot toddy. Actually, we bought him several beers, and he seemed to never get tired of it. Actually, you know, I'd say, man, I'm sorry I got stuck again. He's like, no, if you're getting stuck, you're having fun. And he loved us having fun. So he said he actually didn't mind, you know. So I think he did a little bit, but still, he was great about it. You know, he didn't let on. Keep up the great work. Lets us see the world through your eyes. Well, I'm so glad, Guy, and I'm glad you guys follow us along. Nick says, great video. I've never been on a snowmobile. It looks really fun. Brian flipping on his is hilarious. Actually, you know, as I pointed out in the video, that actually wasn't Brian's snowmobile, and he was just trying to help those guys out. And the snowmobile was actually broken, so when he tried to ride it up that hill, his skis dug in, and you know, the skis of the snowmobile he was on dug in and caused him to flip over. He's actually never done anything like that before. He's a really good snowmobile rider. Maybe some year I will check out the lodge. Were you at Wilderness Lodge when you read the comments? Yes, we were actually. We just happened to be in Walt Disney World last week filming some stuff, and it just worked out for us to be there. We thought it was a good match to talk about Brooks Lake Lodge and our snowmobiling trip from the Wilderness Lodge, which is very, has kind of the same appeal and a little bit of the same feel to it. And I do like a hot chocolate on a cold day. Me too, Nick. It works out great. Nick says the coldest temperature recorded in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania was minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit, recorded January '94. That is cold, dude. That really is. Dennis says, hey Rick, I enjoyed the videos on this week's vidcast. Love the background music that played during the vidcast. Really added to the enjoyment. Really has us thinking of a cold vacation somewhere down the road. You will love it, Dennis. You know, I had never thought about that kind of vacation. I'm a warm weather island kind of guy, and you know, my wife really talked me into it a couple years ago, and we just had a blast. And you know, now we're looking forward to going back every year there. We just love it. Kevin says, man, that looks like a lot of fun. My boys and I ride on some trails on four-wheelers, and we love that, but it doesn't compare to all that snow and breathtaking scenery. I'm so excited. I won the weekly prize. So thoughtful of y'all. I'm thankful. Have an awesome week, my friends. Keep those smiles on. And then we'll hit one more. Kathy says, wow, you really like them trees, huh, Rick? Yeah, I really do. They just kind of drug me in there, Kathy. They drew me in. Looks like so much fun. I wouldn't be scared at all to fall down, especially with all that snow. Cannot wait to see the next video. 200 is getting close. 200 is getting really close. So here's the deal. April 7th, which is a Sunday, we're going to be in Walt Disney World. We're going to be at the Bay Lake Tower at the Contemporary Resort. We've got some friends coming over, and we're going to film our 200th episode. I don't know what we're doing yet, but I know we're going to include you guys. We're going to do something live streaming, so you can join us on Justin TV or something like that. We'll be posting it here as we get closer, but just mark your calendar. Sunday, April 7th, in the evening around 6, 7 o'clock. Once we get the times and everything all set up for sure, the media, we know where it's going to be. I'm sure there'll be a link on here that you can find it, but we'll be sending it out and letting you know. But April 7th, Sunday, we're going to be recording our 200th episode, which will air the following Friday on April 12th. It's going to be epic. It's going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to 200th episode, which I know many of you guys, you left in the comments, you are too. So it's going to be really awesome. We're really looking forward to that. Looking forward to being able to include you guys, and then a lot of our guest hosts and friends that we've had on the show are going to be showing up there as well. I imagine we're going to be talking about some of the 200 episodes and sharing some of our memories and chatting with you guys on our 200th episode of Travel with Rick. Don't miss it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great get-together. We ran our comments through random.org. We came up with number 11, Bob Nordmark. So Bob got a nice Mater plush. You guys think we got a bag full of these guys or something? Yeah, we've got some plushes in the office we're passing out here, giving to our friends. So Bob, I'll drop you an email. Just reply back, give me your address, and we'll get this nice Lightning McQueen. Did I say Mater? Lightning. We've been giving away too many Maters. Got this Lightning McQueen plush for you here. It's going to be awesome, Bob. Looking forward to getting that out to you in the mail. And you guys keep commenting, and you never know, you might get drawn for a plush, some pens, a bag, who knows. A lot of stuff that we have still in our goodie bag to give away. All right, well, that's going to wrap up this week's show. Next week, we've got another Flower and Garden episode for you. As I mentioned, John Donahue, he's living locally now in Orlando. He made the move, and he's now a local, so he's going to come over and hang out with me next week on the show, and we're going to tour around for some more flower and garden booths, bring you some more of the food that we like, tell you what's going on there, and bring it all to you right here on Travel with Rick. Don't miss it. It's going to be awesome. Remember, April 7th, 200th episode. That's when we're filming it, and then it's going to air. It'll actually be filmed on April 7th. We're going to do something live, and then it will air on Friday, April 12th. Listen to me, air. It sounds like a TV show or something, right? It'll be on the blog. It'll be out there on YouTube and stuff on April 12th. So, guys, thanks a lot for watching our show. Keep sharing us on all those social networks. Tell your friends on Facebook. Come over and check us out on Facebook. Visit us on YouTube, visit us all around on iTunes, wherever you guys are at, and keep leaving your comments. You guys know we love them. We look forward to seeing you right back here on another episode of Travel with Rick real soon. So long, everybody.